Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our start from scratch Bally Springs run here. Technically, Ballysprings 2.0, new map, same basically game. Same progress, everything. Last episode, I was cleaning up some stuff around the farm, trying to get rid of buildings that we don't really need right now to make room for the buildings that we do need. I did find a way to get rid of the gates, the fences. I went ahead and got rid of the fuel dump. As well as the water spigot because they were just out in the middle of nowhere. We might add those back in later as time allowed. You know, there's a little hump right there, and that's kind of annoying me. We're going to try to fix it if I can find it again. Sometimes it's a little hard to see in this perspective. There we go. Just kind of smooth out around here. Cool. I'm happy with that, I think. Hopefully it didn't cost us too much money. I don't think it really cost us much at all. But yeah, I went ahead and cleaned up, like I said, some of the buildings. I do want to add buildings back in. Don't get me wrong. I do want to add some more stuff back in at some point. But I think some of the buildings we got rid of, we weren't really using and weren't really planning on using. The only one I might have kept would be the one that was holding the storage for these guys. But I'm happy that we got this building. It's obviously storing a good number of bales. It's got tons of space for bales. Plus, it's got space for us to put our own tractors in here as well. So, I don't think it'll mess anything up, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and grab you. And we're going to go ahead and put you in there. I'm pretty sure the bales go at the very back, so I think I'm safe to kind of park this bad boy in here. And, might even be able to back him up a little bit. Well, I won't back him up too much, just in case. I don't know exactly how the bells lay out. We don't have that many bells, though, so I don't think it really matters that much. Go ahead and put you there. At some point, we'll move some of that other equipment in here, I think. But I do want to add more buildings as well. We'll figure all the building stuff out as time allows. But I think this will work pretty well for us. I do need to get a better trailer, though. I think I'll grab one of the bigger trailers later. We just got to make sure we have room to maneuver it is the big thing. That's part of the reason why I haven't gotten some of the bigger trailers in the past. It's because there's minimal maneuvering space. I just drove right past where we're supposed to drop it off as I was talking. But we'll figure all that out later. I mean, the other trailers that are a little bit longer than this aren't that big. Or aren't that expensive is what I meant to say. They are pretty big, but they're not expensive is what I meant. I've never used one of these bale sheds before. I actually like it a lot. It's really convenient. I forgot that in front of us is one of our fields too. We've got a lot of fields, guys. We got a lot of fields. We actually have 3 fields that we haven't even mowed yet. That weren't quite ready yet. That's going to be a lot of silage. Wow. There's one more bale over here. I kind of left over here because I accidentally made one that was a smaller size. It was 125 centimeters instead of 150s. So I was saving it for last. I'm assuming it'll fit in the bale storage, maybe. If not, I might actually just drop this off with the cows. It's not going to be that bad of a deal. And I don't even mind if they eat this first, because I just want to get it out of the way. It's the wrong size. Oh, wait a minute. Is that not a gate? That is a gate. It's just I went into the pole part of the gate, not the... Or wait a minute. Is that not a gate? It looks like a gate to me. What? Oh, I see it now. I did not see the wire when I was driving up to that. What? That is very... It's like an optical illusion almost. All right, I guess we'll open the gate here. Hopefully the cows don't get away. Where do I drop you off at? That's the fill-up spot. Is this not the drop-off? Do I have to unfasten? No. It's because it's still technically silage? Or like it's silage wrapped, but it's not silage itself? Is that possible? Let me see. Which side are we loading on? We want to unload on the left. Okay. Let's see if I can unload it over here. And it will drop off fine for us. Okay, they did drop off. Okay. So they got the grass. I'm not super worried about the grass. They'll eat that. It's fine. And that barbed wire fence is very hard to see. Close the gate before the cows get away. All right, cool. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with most of the way this is all laid out and set up, I think. I do want to add more buildings back because this is obviously a big area here that I'd like to fill in with some space, with some stuff at some point. But for right now, I'm actually pretty happy that we got that building. That's really, really useful for us. And it just gives us some room to play with here. So I think I'm happy with all this. What's next? I guess we're going to fast forward and get ready to mow the other fields. Cool. Happy with that. Let's grab our mower. I know it's not useful to making us money, but I'm actually kind of tempted to... First bits of money we have is just to kind of fill out the rest of the buildings that I want. Kind of lay things out the way I want them to be. And then we can worry about... There's a little hill right there too. Let me get rid of that as well. Right there, it looks like. Just kind of smooth some things out. Cool. I think it's okay. Although... Part of the reason that's not smooth is because of this thing. I wonder if that's going to make a bump now as we'll figure it out. Actually, I guess I can back up real quick and see what it does. I think it'll work still. Cool. Let's get over here and get this mowed. What crop do we have on our actual crop field right now? Or do we have nothing? Oh, we have nothing. It's ready. Okay, so we definitely need to get a seeder for that. I think I looked at that last time. I just forgot what I had discovered. Powerful as this tractor is, and it is pretty powerful tractor. It does have trouble going up this hill. How much silage did we end up with? Not silage, grass. 308,000 liters. That's pretty good. And silage will sell for 4 times the amount, right? 200, around 200. It's about $60,000 worth of silage. We can make some stuff happen with that. Like I said, probably grab a seeder, because all we need is a seeder that can do straw, some sort of crop that does straw, and we could have TMR, right? Because we have the grass and we have the ability to make hay. Well, we need a tedder, but maybe that's not the first thing we buy, like I said, because the cows can live off the silage for a very long time. Honestly, it would be better to buy more cows than it would be to get that extra 10% just from having, you know, crop or something. That's something to think about. Might just leave that field blank for a little while. But I want to do something besides grass. We've done a lot of grass. I do want to do something besides grass. Can also get some chickens. There's definitely space on the farm now that I've cleaned out some buildings, to put some chickens down for because if we do grain, we could do the grain part goes to the chickens and then the straw goes to the cows. That's a good combo. Honestly, that's a really good balance there. All right, let me get the rest of this field mowed up, and I will bring you guys right back. All right, we are back. Got all these fields mowed. Looking pretty good. We're going to have so much silage coming off these fields. Well, grass initially, obviously, but eventually silage. Thought about turning some of it into hay, but I don't think there's any value in that for us right now. We'll get there as far as when we need to start doing TMR. We're not quite ready for TMR anyway, because we don't have a way to mix it. Anyway. Should have dropped off the back first. Because suddenly my tractor's a little bit lopsided for a moment there. Did the cows eat the grass first? They did not, which is fine. Don't matter either way. They'll get it all eaten. Goodness, Theandra continuing. I was good for a while there. While I was doing all the in-betweeny bits, and then I turned the camera back on, and suddenly I'm yawning again. All right, let me get a little bit more baling done, and I'll bring you guys back in a bit. All right, we're back. Finished up this field just about. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the next field here in just a moment. And keep on keeping on. We're up to 87 bales overall. About $1,000 per bale. That's about $87,000, right? Although we will need to save some of the silage for the cows. Oh, not lower for this. I'm not exactly sure how much we'll need to save for the cows, to be honest. Probably should make a note of how much they eat. We got so few cows, it's kind of hard to predict right this second. As far as, like, I want to save enough for them, but I also want to save enough for getting more cows down the road, right? So that is something I want to consider. Should probably move my pickup truck in a more convenient spot. Not used to this thing looking so new. I didn't bother to put in the wear and tear when I loaded all these vehicles into the game this time around. I figured it didn't matter that much. They'll get wear and tear soon enough. You've got so much grass. I mean, doing these 5 fields is basically doing 5 contracts, right? So it's going to be a big chunk of money. At least we're done with contracts. We do not have to do any more contracts at any point now. I'll keep you guys around till we get to the stopping point at this point. No sense skipping ahead for 2 minutes of extra content here at the end. Something to be said for if we have enough money from just cow production and milk and things like that, that we stop doing like constant grass silage. Like we just fill up the bunker, for example, and we just use that up until we're done. And then we fill it up again and kind of rinse, repeat type of thing. We don't really bother with full-time grass silage all the time. Could actually get the fields into a little bit of a cycle where we only do like one grass field per month or something like that. Get it mowed, get it harvested, move on to the next. I mean, technically there'd be some that are sitting at the harvested stage for longer than, you know, they need to be, but we just don't need to do 5 fields worth of grass every single time it comes around. Like, yeah, I would like to get the money, but once we really get the cows rolling, and if we did decide to do chickens just to cover up the grain side of things, even though cows in this version of the game can eat the grain as well, they wouldn't eat it if they have silage or TMR. They would just eat that instead. So we would probably do some sort of like chickens or something like that can use the grain, maybe ducks instead of chickens, just to be different. But if we do that, then we just don't really need to mow the grass all the time. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at, because we'll have plenty of money coming in from other sources. And we can kind of just mow the grass as needed. But we still got a few more things to get started here, so we will hold off on slowing down our silage production until we're to a happy place and we can determine how much we actually need for the cows that we have left. But all right, we're gonna go put a cut in there. I think we're moving along pretty good. We are gonna get a good chunk of money from all of these bales. We're up to 104 so far since we bought the farm. So we'll get another probably 20, 30 off that last field. Probably 20, I think, I would imagine. So that'll put us about 120,000 bucks if we sold all of the silage. Again, we're gonna have to use some of it for the cows, but not a massive amount. We'll use a couple bales for the cows. And this is just one round. And we can do, what, 3 of these rounds per year? It's a lot of money. But again, we don't need all this money. We just need enough money to kind of get the cow engine rolling. And then we can kind of rely on the cows for, you know, a decent amount of money to move forward with that. But go ahead and put a cut in there. I do appreciate everybody's watching. I guess I should have mentioned this sooner. This is I think episode 3. So if you do like these types of videos and do want to see more of them, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when these types of videos and others that you might enjoy go live. Consider joining me for the live streams on Wednesdays if you like Farming Simulator, and also consider becoming a channel member if you don't like ads and want to turn those off. But anything you do to support the channel, I really do appreciate. And may God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.